So in this program we'll see linear search, that you are having a list having some elements, then we want to search for our data in this list. This list we can get inputted from the user, or in this program I declared some variables in this list. Few numbers are here. Then I am saying enter data to search. Here in the variable num you will enter that number which you want to search in this list. So single dimensional array search operation we are doing, and here this example is of linear search. Linear means that you will search for your data at each and every place, like you will check it at 0 index, then 1, then 2 and so on. So every time we will compare that whether the number which we want to search for is present at the first place, second place and so on. So two possibilities are there, that whether the number is present in the list or the number is entered by the user which is not present in the list. So for this purpose we have taken another variable, let's say found. Initially the value of found is 0. Now if the number is present in this list, will make the value of this found be 1 and our search will be successful. And this criteria, if found is equals to 0 is been given, that after the entire searching, means when this for loop moves from its initial value to the final value and still the number is not there in the list, then we can easily check it with the value of this found. If found remains 0, it means my number is not there in the list, and we can print an appropriate message. So see this program again. In an array variable list, few numbers are been stored, and in this number we'll enter the number which we want to search in these numbers. Now criteria is simple. If num is equals to list of I, list of I means first it will check at the first place. Let's say when it is saying enter data to be searched, let's say I have entered 17. So it will compare 17 with 23, then it will compare 17 with 56, then 4 and then 6 every time. When this moves goes, 17 is compared with each and every number present in the list. And 17 is such a number that which is not there. So the loop terminates over here, and nowhere the value of found becomes 1 and it remains 0. So it will say that your number is not in the list. Similarly, suppose I have given enter data to search. Let's say I have given 6. So first time it will check 6 and 23. Then it will check 6 and 56. Then when it reaches the value 6 over here the criteria matches. 6 will be equal to 6. Found की value 1 हो जाएगी and the program terminates here. We have used break statement. Means whenever the condition matches, no need to move the entire loop. आप आगे के numbers को check करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, because we are assuming that no number is repeated. So let's see the result of this program. Enter data to search for. Suppose I have given 17, or let's say I have given 6, because 6 is there in my list. Search successful, 6 is present in our list. And if I give any number which is not in the list, it will say that the number is not present. This is the method for linear search. Now second type of searching is binary search. For binary search, the necessary condition is that the list should be sorted. We have to first, whatever numbers we are having, these numbers should be arranged in some order. Generally we take ascending order. By binary means 2. Now binary search takes less time in comparison to linear search. In linear search, we have to check at each and every place. But when we say binary search, our list is divided into two equal parts. Then we will compare that whether our data is present on the left side of the list or on the right side, and accordingly we will change the values. So here the list I have taken. First condition, that the now numbers are arranged in ascending order. Then enter data to be searched. Same variable I have taken here. Then found for the same purpose, whether the number is present or not present. If found remains 0, then it means our search is unsuccessful. Now in binary search, we will find out the mid value. Low equal to 0 and high we set at 7. Low is the lower bound and high is the upper bound. As total 8 elements there, so index number will go from 0 to 7. The lowest index low and the highest index in the variable high. Now same for loop we have used over here. The other list for counter, this I value will move from 0 to 8, the final value 0 to 7. Mid value, low plus high by 2. This is a formula to find out the mid value. Now the middle value will divide, and then we check whether the value at this mid place is equals to number or not. If it is so, we'll say that same thing, that found is 1, our search is successful and the number is found at the mid place, and break. Break means no need to go further. Otherwise, the value of mid, whatever value we are getting, that number is either greater than or it is less. So in case the value found at mid place is greater than the number which we are looking for, then high value will change, that is mid minus 1. Otherwise low is mid plus 1. So we accordingly will update the low and high value. Means if our data is somewhere here and mid place is here, so we will set the lower bound to mid plus 1. Then it will check the list from, let's say, 18 to 56, and if it is before this 18, then we'll say that high value is mid minus 1. Upper bound will be set somewhere here. So this binary search method is very fast and no need to search in each and every place. So list is divided into, we can say, just half of the time takes if we compare binary with linear search. But the condition is that in the binary search, the number should be sorted. If it is not given as sorted numbers, then first you have to apply the programming step, like next I will explain bubble sort method. So first you have to sort the list and then you can do binary search. So these are the two types of searches. Next, let's consider the bubble sort method. Sorting means arranging in some order. See, bubble sort means that here this sorting algorithm we have made on characters. We can arrange the characters in alphabetical order. So it could be numbers or it could be characters. So char number I have taken. Then with this loop I am saying enter a character, and one by one the 10 characters are being entered. So by this loop we are just entering 10 characters like A, B, C, D, anything in any order. Then by this process what we are doing, we are comparing if the character at the second place is less than the character at the first place. So you are comparing the characters. If it is so, then you are changing their position. So just the algo for swapping the values. With the help of a temporary variable, we are interchanging their places. है ना, सपोज आपका फर्स्ट लेटर सी है और दूसरा लेटर जो है आपका आगे लिखा हुआ है वो ए है, तो उस केस में तो कंडीशन करेक्ट है. बट अगर पहला लेटर ए है फिर सी है तो आप क्या कर रहे हो, पोजीशंस को उनकी इंटरचेंज कर रहे हो. सो दिस इज सिंपल अ स्टेप फॉर इंटरचेंजिंग. स्वैप करने के लिए वी नीड सम टेम्परेरी वेरिएबल कि जो लेट से आपकी जेथ प्लेस है, जेथ का आप j+1 पे ले जा रहे हो, और यू कैन से कि j-1 का आप j प्लेस पे ले जा रहे हो और जो j प्लेस का एलिमेंट था वो आप j-1 की प्लेस पर ला रहे हैं. एंड बाय दिस लूप लास्ट में आपका ये वाला जो लूप है, किस लिए, दैट यू वांट टू प्रिंट द सॉर्टेड कैरेक्टर्स. सो लेट्स रन द प्रोग्राम. Enter a character. Suppose I have entered here F. Then again, let's say G. So this way, in any order, I am entering few characters. So loop is 10 up to 10. That means I'll enter 10 characters. C. Descending order. Now the alphabets are arranged in descending order. You can see easily that this is the output of our program. So sorting of characters, like I have done sorting of characters, the same program you can make. In place of character you can use integer numbers, or you may use double numbers. Double means decimal numbers or the float numbers. So I hope these three programs are clear to you. The operations on arrays which